So what do you do next? Divide everybody by -2. Does it matter what side the y equals is on? No, it's usually the left, but it's okay if it's on the right. It still gives me mx plus b. So what is 6 divided by -2? -3x. And then Raj, what do I get with a -15 divided by -2? Okay, positive or negative? Positive 7.5, or you can leave it as a fraction of 15 over 2 equals y. Okay, so what's my slope? -3. What's my y-intercept? 15 over 2 or 7.5. Good. Okay, I like this one. The lines 3x minus 4y plus 8 equals 0, and 5x minus 6y minus 6 equals 0 have the same y-intercept. Determine the value of k. Now, there's a few ways we can solve this. Do you have any ideas? Yeah. Okay, so the first one you want to turn into slope-intercept. Okay, so let's do that. What would you do? Move the -4y to the other side. Good. By doing what? Add 4y to each side. And then divide everything by 4. Okay. So that gives me y equals 3 over 4x plus 2. Okay, that's the first equation. So they both have a y-intercept of what? 2. Okay, what else? What do you want? Where do you want to go from here? There's a couple options. Do the same thing to the other one? Okay, let's do that. Let's get y by itself. There's more than one way to skin, oh, I shouldn't say skin this cat. It's very inappropriate. To solve this problem. Old sayings. They're so horrible. Okay, first step. Yeah, it's horrible. I know. My parents used to always say it. And then that's why I say it. It's horrible. Oh, let's not talk about this. Let's not talk about this. I can't handle that. I actually can't handle animal cruelty. Okay, so add ky to both sides. Yes. Okay, is that you're just saying that that's what you should do? Okay, then what, J-Ash? Once you're at 5x minus 6 equals ky, what would you do? Not yet. Okay, well, yeah, because we're going to divide everybody by k, right? Probably, to get y by itself. So what's the y-intercept of this graph? It should be 2, but it's showing up as -6 over k. So is -6 over k equal to 2? Yes, because they have the same y-intercept. Okay, so how do we solve for k? Times both sides by what first? K. Get it off the denominator. There's other ways you could have solved this. I'm going to show you maybe an easier way. So -6 equals 2k, and then divide by 2. So k is equal to -3. Let me show you one other thing you could have done. Oh, sorry. There's an x here. Thank you. Where did it go? It disappeared. Magic. Just gone. You can't. Can I show you something else? Y-intercept is when what equals 0? X. So what I could have done is I could have taken the first equation made x 0 and solved for the y. So negative 4y plus 8 equals 0. Subtract 8, divide by negative 4, and I would have got my 2. Okay? Then I could have done the same thing in the other equation. Because we know now that our y-intercept is 0, 2, I can plug that point in. Guys, can you please stop talking, Ethan? 5x minus ky minus 6 equals 0. I can sub in that point of 0, 2, for x is 0 and y is 2. Because it has that point. It has the point of 0, 2 on that line. So that would have gave me negative 2k minus 6 equals 0. Add 6. Divide by negative 2. Okay, I don't know. It might have been easier. I think so. But it's another way to solve that. I think that's easier. But to each his own. They both work. They're both valid. Okay? All right, let's turn the page. We're almost done. Hooray! Okay, these are long. I want to do 5 for sure. What would you do in number 4? Let's talk through it. It says, which of the following lines are perpendicular to the line 4x minus 2y plus 9 equals 0? Yeah, Dustin? Okay, so how do you find the slopes of all these lines? You have to get it in what form? Y equals mx plus b. A lot of work? Yeah. Well, no. Yeah. So, I don't know. I think I might skip this question. No? It's just making them all y equals mx plus b, and then we can compare their slopes. Get the idea? Yeah? You got your head yes or no? Yes. Thumbs up? Hey, you guys at the back. You got it? Okay, let's go to number 5. Write the equation of the line which is perpendicular to 2x plus 5y minus 7 and has the same y-intercept of 2x plus y minus 6 equals 0. Answer in slope-intercept form and general form. Love this question. Okay, where do we start? Turn it into, do you see a pattern? Yeah, why do we use general form? It's a very good question. I don't have a good answer for you. I always felt the same way. It's useless, right? Maybe it looks pretty, but that doesn't mean it's useful. Okay, so, but we do. All right, first step. Harkaman, what do I do first? The whole 5y. The y comes with it, okay? 2x minus 7 equals negative 5y. And then divide by negative 5. To who? Everyone. Very exciting. So we have negative 2 over 5x. What's the y-intercept? Two negatives make a positive 7 over 5 equals y. You can throw the y over here if you want. Okay, what does that tell me? What did that first line tell me? Gayatri? You have no idea. Okay, write the equation of a line which is perpendicular to this line. Yeah, hey Matt? Reciprocal or negative reciprocal. So this slope has a negative 2 over 5, meaning our slope is what? Positive 5 over 2, right? We're perpendicular. Opposite sign and the reciprocal. Good. Okay, so now we know our slope. How do we get our y-intercept? No, do we have the y-intercept of that line? So let's read the question. Write the equation of a line which is perpendicular to this line and has the same y-intercept of that line, 2x plus y minus 6 equals 0. So Sahib, what do I have to do? Subtract y. We need the y-intercept from this equation. So subtract y. 2x minus 6 equals negative y. Is that good? Is that good enough? No, divide everybody by negative 1. We get negative 2x plus 6 equals y. So what does that tell you about our line? The intercept, the b value is 6. So for our new line, can we go straight to general form, or do we have to use y equals mx plus b? You always have to start with y equals mx plus b. General form is never a form you could just plug numbers into. You have to create it by rearranging the formula. Okay, so our equation is y equals, what's my slope? 5 over 2x plus 6. Okay, so there's the answer. What form is this? Slope-intercept. How do I make this general form? You could subtract y if you want to do that first. Want to subtract y first? Okay, let's subtract y. 0 equals 5 over 2x minus y plus 6. Is that general form? Why not? Yeah, you can't have fractions, so we have to times everything by what? 2. Times everyone by 2. So 2 times 0. 0. What's 2 times 5 over 2? Just 5. The 2's cancel. So 5x minus 2y plus 12. There is general form. Great written response question for like a test. Okay? Great written response. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Okay, we're almost, I know this seems long, but these are all good questions, and I don't want you to get stuck on your test. A student made the following statements about the line with equation 2y equals 5x plus 12. They say the slope has, the line has a slope of 5. So in order to see the slope, what would we have to do to this equation? Divide everything by 2. What's the slope, actually? It's 5 over 2. So that's the actual equation. So does the line have a slope of 5? No, that's false. So right away we can cancel out which options? Okay, A and B. Okay, let's try 2. The line is parallel to. How do I know if they're parallel? The slopes will be the same. The slopes are the same. Can I look at this equation and see what the slope is? No. What do you have to do to it to make it so you can compare the slopes? Y equals mx plus b. Very repetitive, hey? Okay, what do I do next? Julia? To find out the slope. How do I get y by itself? Good. Add 4y to each side. 10x plus 13 equals 4y. Then what? Divide by 4. Are those slopes parallel? What is 10 over 4 reduced to? 5 over 2. Are they parallel? Yes, that's true. Okay, the key reason why I want to do this question is statement 3. Really important. We kind of really haven't talked about this yet. The line passes through negative 2 and 1. How would we know if a line passes through a point? What can we do to check that? Make a graph? Yeah. Hey, could we sub in the x and the y and see if they actually equal each other? Yeah, so we're going to take our equation of 2y equals 5x plus 12, and let's sub in our point of negative 2 and 1. And see if it actually is on this line. 2 times, what's the y value? 1. And that's supposed to be equal to 5 times, what's the x value? Negative 2 plus 12. What's 2 times 1? 2. 5 times negative 10, or 2? Negative 10 plus 12? 2. So is that line point on the line? Yeah, 2 equals 2. It is. So that's true. So the answer is C. When in doubt, choose C. Isn't that what they always say? You had to guess? Okay, we are done the lesson. You can breathe. All done. All right, the homework I'm going to write on the board.